Objective 2, recognize members of the following families by their functional group. And this is where your data booklet can really help you out. You could find a number of these things. But first you've got the 3 hydrocarbons. You have alkanes, which have no functional group. You have alkenes, which have a C double bonded to itself, or called an alkenyl. And then you have alkynes that have the triple bond, which is called, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, alkynyl, perhaps. But those are your hydrocarbons. A single bond, so no functional group, a carbon-carbon double bond, the alkynes with the triple bond, which I don't have an easy way to show, so I'll just put triple bonded carbon, or the alkenyl group. Then as we get into the families that have a more recognizable functional group involving some oxygen, we have alcohol have an OH group, which is known as hydroxyl, and it's important that you know the difference between the family name versus the functional group. If that hydrogen gets separated and the oxygen double bonds to the end, then it's an aldehyde group. And the C double bonded oxygen, that is known as a carbonyl group, or carbonyl. You sometimes hear it, or I guess I should keep this other so you know when it's a double bond. We also have the carboxylic acids, or also known as organic acids, and they have the COOH group, so they've got both the carbonyl and the hydroxyl group, and it's very cleverly called the carboxyl group because it combines the two of them. And then we can have the C double bonded O in the middle of a backbone, and it becomes a ketone. So again, it's called a CO. It's still called a carbonyl group because the only difference in aldehyde and ketone is whether this is on the end or if it's between 2 carbon groups. And then a carboxylic acid, instead of having the hydrogen at the end, could just have the COO group, and then it would be known as an ester. And it has the CO with a branch on the end. And so that then is known as the ester group. And then the other group that's also got the same family name and functional group name would be the ether, which is when you have an oxygen singly bonded between 2 carbon groups, and that is called the ether functional group. The amine, amide, the NH groups, the benzene, the arene group, those may show up, but again, you can easily find those in your data booklet to get some resources with it. So I won't bother putting the amine, amide, and arene groups on here.